So when we look at allergies and asthma and tonsils and adenoids and having issues with those, this is all going back to the ability to breathe through the nose. So when you breathe through the nose, that air is warmed and filtered and humidified, and it mixes with our sinuses and secretes nitric oxide, which kills off bacteria and viruses, and it just packages that air so it's nice and filtered before it hits the adenoids and the tonsils and the lungs. But if you're breathing through your mouth, you're skipping that whole process. That air is not warmed, it's not filtered, it's not humidified, it's full of pathogens like bacteria and viruses, and the first thing that hits is the back of the throat, the tonsils, the adenoids, and the lungs. And so that can aggravate the lungs, where you're going to be more predisposed to asthma. That air is not filtered either, and so you're going to be more susceptible to having allergies because you're not filtering that air before it gets to other parts of the body. And then that raw, cold air full of pathogens hits those tonsils and adenoids, and those tonsils and adenoids are going to have to do what the nose didn't. And it's going to have to filter that air and be the first line of defense for the immune system instead of the nose being the first line of defense. And so they get then further inflamed, they get bigger because they're always having to work too much, kind of like bicep curls. That's the same thing's happening with your tonsils and adenoids. And those can then further get bigger and then further block the airway. And so it becomes kind of this cyclical thing where then one issue is going to make the other one worse and vice versa. So one of the biggest things we have to do here at Tooth Pillow is get you breathing through the nose exclusively so we can actually filter that air and then prevent a lot of those other downstream effects such as tonsil, adenoid issues, as well as allergies and asthma.